And we are back, and we just finished watching 2003's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. This is rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 56 minutes. This comes to us from director Donald Petrie, with writing credits to Michele Alexander, Jeannie Long, and Kristen Buckley. This stars Kate Hudson as Andie, a columnist for I guess, ladies' magazine.
Isn't her name Andie Anderson or Anderson?
Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah.
And then his name is Ben Barry or something.
Yeah. AA and BB. Yeah.
Right.
I just realized that. Thanks for bringing that up, Jane. Andie is a columnist for a ladies' magazine who pines to write more meaty topics, but she finds herself elbow deep in stories about how to lose guys in 10 days and shoes and stuff. So she goes to a friend's house to cheer her up after a breakup, and as they go out that night, they run across Ben, played by Matthew McConaughey, who...
Did you watch this movie?
I did.
What's going on?
I don't know how to describe it. I'm having a hard time. You know what? What does IMDb say? Sorry.
How about this?
An advertising executive and ladies' man. Wait.
All right, stop. Basically what happens, she wants to write stuff about like world politics, but she stupidly works for a magazine that's like Cosmo, and her boss doesn't want any of that. Her boss wants her to write stuff about sex and shoes and the stuff you would read in a magazine like Cosmo. So after her friend has a rough breakup, the boss wants the friend to write an article about it. To spare her friend, Andie decides, oh, well, I'll write an article, sort of like doing all the things that the friend did in an article entitled How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Meanwhile, at the ad agency, Ben makes a bet with his boss that he knows how to sell diamonds better than these two ladies do because he can make a woman fall in love with him in 10 days. So what happens is that the two women there that were competing with him knew about this article this woman was writing, and later that night, when they're all at a bar together separately, they say, okay, we're going to pick the girl you're going to fall in love with, and they pick the girl Andie, who's writing the article, knowing that she is going to basically date a guy specifically to sabotage the relationship.
Yes. Thank you for the summation.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to go around the table and get impressions. Olive G, can I start with you? What did you think of the film?
It was awful.
Yeah.
It was so awful that Olivia burst into tears. I think twice during the movie, actually. No, once during the movie.
I shed like
and the second time was after.
I shed like 3 tears and then
because you were so angry at how bad it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia, they were actual
Was it really that bad?
I didn't like the guy.
Okay, but like, yeah, why didn't you like
Ben?
McConaughey?
Because he's awful and he's ugly and he's nothing like the guy in 10 Things I Hate About You.
That's Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
I've heard that name. I had no idea.
That's who he is all day.
Well, Heath Ledger's better. Bro, 10 Things I Hate About You was a billion, trillion times better than this movie.
You didn't find anything charming about this film?
No!
I mean, I was entertained when she was like hell-bent on being just the most obnoxious person ever.
Yes.
I was laughing.
Yeah,
but then
I was cringed out in certain
it was
scenes.
so
like,
funny.
I've heard of this film, and it's usually on lists of kind of lighthearted rom-coms. I didn't realize how cringy it was, though. And I mean, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it.
I wasn't impressed. I was entertained, and then after she stopped being annoying to him, and after it leaned more into the romance instead of the comedy part, it was really boring.
Really?
I really didn't care about either of them. And at the end of the movie, Dad brought up she's really dumb. Why was she working for a magazine called Composure when she wanted to be writing about politics and religion and economics?
Yeah, that's 100%.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, like her boss was like, "Oh yeah, now you've proven you're a great writer and you could write about anything you want." And she's like, "Politics?" And the lady's like, "No, what are you nuts? This is composure. You're going to write about shoes and sex and anything you want. The sky's the limit. Religion? No." What did she expect?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
she
she
was
not
working
know
at
where
Target.
she was?
I guess she thought she was going to buck the system.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody in the world was just like looking to Cosmo to find out what was going on with like
The Middle East.
the Middle East or something. Yeah. What does Cosmo think about Israel?
Did you have a favorite sceneology?
My favorite scene or favorite scenes was when she was like being insufferable, especially during
The poker game?
Yeah, the poker game. I'm pretty sure that made me laugh a lot.
Oof, it was
Oh
cringe.
my god, it was so funny. It was hilarious.
Did you have a favorite character?
No, I hated everyone.
Alright.
I didn't really even like the girl. I only really liked her when she was being insufferable because it was funny. But other than that, I didn't really like anyone.
Interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
that's true. I mean, I found her funny at times, but I literally couldn't give a crap about Andie.
Interesting. I mean, she is the main character, and she's supposed to be likable. Like, you guys you didn't care for the scenes where he takes her to his family's house?
No!
That was so boring.
Really?
Oh my God.
I
I
thought it
could
was
not
sweet.
wait until that was over.
I thought it was sweet.
No.
Am I crazy? What's going on?
Those were the scenes where they were supposed to make the connection and fall in love for real.
Big
Yeah.
freaking whoop. She should have turned her act up and made a complete fool in front of his parents. Then she wouldn't be feeling any guilt and she would have been able to write her little article and not fall in love with him. I don't know. I didn't really care about the couple. I wasn't rooting for them at all.
Interesting.
And I didn't start crying at the end. But honestly, I wouldn't have been mad if they didn't end up together. And I kind of would have preferred it, I guess. I just really didn't care about either of those people.
Interesting. What do you say?
I didn't care for either of them either. The one
Did
thing
you hate this film as much as the children?
No, I don't think I hated it as much as the kids because I saw where the film was going and there were some comedic bits as when she was being all cringy and whatnot. It was kind of, I don't know, cliched, sort of run of the mill tactics. Honestly, she didn't really do anything that was spectacular as far as like, oh, well, yeah, that'll get rid of a guy and that's something I didn't expect.
Mhm.
She did everything that you kind of hear, like, oh, she
She was clingy.
She put
and
Vagisil in the medicine cabinet, and oh yeah, there you go. She was clingy. She brought a dog, a plant. She started
talked.
the baby talk. Yeah,
Yeah,
that sort of stuff. But
She named his
Can I-
wiener dog Princess Sophia.
Yeah, yes. I just want to, as a PSA, folks, if you're an adult, you don't baby talk. I mean, you baby talk to a baby. You don't baby talk to another adult.
Yeah, that's just weird.
That's just weird. Yeah.
yeah, it's
That's a
definitely
big
not
no-no.
sexy or anything
It's
like that.
not
No.
sexy. No.
It's
No.
gross.
Yeah, I agree.
But like, I don't know. Maybe I was expecting some like really bizarre stuff.
I mean, she's cringe. There are parts in this film where she is hella cringy.
Yeah, she plays her part well, but it's nothing that's like so out of the ordinary that I actually laughed. I don't think I laughed at any of the things that she did. And then when they get together, it's sort of like, all right, they're getting together. You could see that there's some affection there, like genuine affection. And I don't know, the big blow up at the end where all is revealed with the stupid song. It was just, I don't know. It didn't work. And plus, like the kids said, that I didn't really feel a huge amount of chemistry. It wasn't terrible. Like there was some chemistry there.
Was there?
Unlike Notting Hill.
Unlike
my God.
Notting Hill, which is like our
You
benchmark
guys-
for terrible
you guys have gotta
chemistry.
let that go.
It's
But-
a good like meter.
It is a good meter.
But everyone except for me at this table is wrong about Notting Hill.
Oh,
Majority.
I'm sorry.
Majority.
Yeah, the majority rules in this case.
Honestly, I don't know. I couldn't feel any chemistry between either of them in this film.
Really? All right.
There was some.
Yeah.
There was some a little bit. I like I said, it's not Notting Hill level.
I mean, I guess so.
abysmalness.
Maybe I couldn't really see it, but obviously they work better than Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts. So I guess there was a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because I wasn't really like into their relationship.
All right.
I think the problem was that neither of them, beyond what they were trying to do, like neither of them was really that charming before this whole contest between the two of them began. So you didn't really care about either of them. I didn't care about Matthew McConaughey's character. I didn't care that he was trying to get this campaign. I got to be honest, the idea, frost yourself, it's a terrible campaign for diamonds. That sounds awful.
It was pretty stupid.
And as far as Kate Hudson's character goes, there wasn't anything really endearing about her either. I don't know. It just, nothing worked. It wasn't, the antics weren't funny enough for me. The inevitable, maybe there is something there. Maybe I do have feelings for her. That really was like kind of just, okay, we're running out of film time. We gotta wrap this garbage up. Let's introduce her to the parents and show, he was a great kid and his uncle farts a lot.
And you're the first girl he's ever
Yeah,
brought
he's the
home.
first girl he's ever brought home, and look, they're playing bullshit together.
Yeah, that scene this movie dragged on a little too long.
And
I
then
don't think they paced it very well because she just acted like an ass for like the majority of their relationship.
Genuinely.
And then he brings her home, and all of a sudden it's like, maybe she's not so bad.
yeah, let's have sex in the shower.
Ugh, gross.
And then at the end with the big blow up, and it's like,
That was embarrassing. I didn't even find that funny.
Yeah, that wasn't good at all.
Not at all.
And then were we supposed to laugh that she ran out with the diamond? That was like,
oh my God.
It was like, they're adding something here. Maybe some crazy antics will result from that. And it's like, no, it's just, hey, could we get the diamond back? And it's just,
yeah, it was so unnecessary. What was even the point?
Yeah, nobody went to jail. The diamond didn't fall in a sewer grate.
Well, I think it was
Or
that
get
she
eaten
was
by
in
the
a
dog
hurry
or
to
something.
leave, and she didn't take the diamond off, which was
but
obviously
it's like
security thing.
it's pointless. It didn't add any humor.
Okay,
It didn't
fine,
do
fine.
anything. It was just sort of like we have some filler to fill.
Okay, I'm gonna go around and ask. I want to start. I'm gonna go this way. G, what could have made this film better for you?
Making the characters more likable.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I didn't like how long it was. Jeez, I remember we were like an hour into the movie, and I was like, oh my God, when is this finally going to end? And there was like 45 minutes left. I don't think rom-coms should stretch to like 2 hours.
All right, fair.
Yeah, I could not care less about either of the characters. Dad's right. Neither of them were really charming before they got together, and even less so after. It's just, I don't know how they could have made them more charming, but they should have. They were just boring.
I want to go to you. What do you think would have made this film better?
Make the characters more charming before we see them. Either that or make them horrible. They're both doing things for selfish reasons, and yet they're supposed to be likable characters. And if you're going to have characters that do stuff for horrible reasons, make them horrible people too.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you could have really amped up the freaking comedy. Like, just have her, like, start doing, like, Fatal Attraction type stuff. Just absolutely terrible stuff. And then he just has to endure it, and you love seeing him endure it because you hate him. He's just this scummy douchebag who's trying to get ahead. Mm-hmm. And she's just...
Also not... I mean, she's got bad intentions.
She's got, yeah. I mean, that was another thing. As far as like the two of them, their secret goals, hers was the worst. She was like literally just gonna string a guy along and then do everything horrible to him to break up with him,
or have him break up.
Yeah,
with her,
his was, I'm gonna get her to fall in love with me, and then by the end, it's like, well, I think I really like this girl, so whatever. The bet is almost like an afterthought at that point.
Right.
Yeah, if they wanted to make this better, they should have just went full into Andie's a horrible person and Ben's a horrible person, and now because they're horrible people, they're doing a horrible thing that just happens to coincide and make them both just destroy each other. Like, they should have just completely destroyed each other by the end of the movie. That would have been entertaining.
Okay.
I don't even care if, like, it's at some point it's just like, well, maybe we actually do kind of like each other. That would have been beside it. But that would have been, if you could have worked that in there as well, that would have been like magic. That would have really made it a good movie. But you wouldn't have even needed it because you'd be laughing so hard from just the terrible, terrible things they're doing to each other.
All right. Olive G, what would have made this better for you? Different guy?
If it had never been made at all.
All right. We didn't like anything about this film. Not the fashions, not the...
Who cares about the fashion?
I mean, I kind of liked
Cringy.
her yellow dress at the end.
That was
or
pretty.
At the diamond
gala.
party, yeah.
I mean, she also... I mean, well, when she was normal, she had nice clothes. When she was at that... I guess happy hour with the friends at the beginning, and
Her other friend's dress was cuter than hers. I can't
That's
really
true,
remember
actually.
hers. I don't remember.
It was
hers
gray
an
and it was
outfit.
ugly.
Ray was like a low back. She definitely prefers like the low backs.
'Cause it's a nice style.
It's a nice style. She has a nice back, I guess.
I guess honestly, I didn't care enough to really look at her outfits. I don't really remember any of them. I just remember the dress.
Okay.
I think you're just trying to endure the movie, so you're not really paying much attention to anything.
Yeah, not really.
It's just like, please end.
All right. Well, I didn't dislike it as much as everybody at this table. I was curious, and I guess my curiosity really didn't save the day. So I'm sorry that I put everyone through this.
I
I
wanted
still-
to watch it too. I'm glad that we watched it. And
Yeah,
now I
I
know
mean-
it's not a good movie.
It wasn't the worst thing I've ever... Like, I had a much worse time watching Notting Hill.
Oh yeah, that was a billion times.
That's
worse.
on like so many lists of good romantic movies.
People are
I don't
idiots.
understand you people.
Yeah. No, Notting Hill is terrible.
It's not that bad.
It's way worse
bad.
than this, and this isn't really that good.
Terrible. You don't know what's good.
All right. Are we giving out numbers
wait,
now?
I
or-
didn't talk about. So
Oh, okay.
I thought that it's, to your point, I think it's very cliched for sure. It's a very fluff movie. I think other quote unquote romantic comedies do this better, whether it's like a Legally Blonde or a 13 Going on 30. They definitely, those types of films in the genre are stronger. However, I didn't think this was terrible. I found the cringy bits very funny and cringy. I liked the two main leads. I thought they worked well with each other. I thought Matthew McConaughey did a really good job here, because even though neither one of them had the best intentions, I felt like his character came across as very likable, even though somebody else at this table hates his guts. And I thought Andie was interesting. She's this woman who has these lofty ideals, but she works for a girly mag, which is kind of interesting, because it's like, what did you think was going to happen with your career here? You weren't gonna have like interviews with like foreign dignitaries. Like, this job is solely to talk about shoes and
It's
how
like
to nab a guy.
it's like she's smart enough to write an article that what was it? How to solve the problem in Turkmenistan.
Or whatever, yeah.
And yet she's not smart enough to figure out that she works for a fashion magazine which has no audience even remotely
Remotely
interested
interested,
in
yeah.
some small country in Eastern Europe or
Yeah.
wherever it
I
is.
mean, unless she thought that she was going to change the entire genetic makeup of the magazine, which obviously was silly because it's not like it was her magazine. Unless she wanted to go in the way of Sassy. Do you remember Sassy magazine?
Yeah, I was a big fan of Sassy.
Yes, I know you were. So, for the uninitiated, Sassy was a magazine that came out way back in the day, and it was kind of interesting because it was geared towards young women, but it also had really deep, thought-provoking articles, and the models that they used weren't your cookie cutter Aryan looking models. They ran the gamut. They had a very global feel. It ran for a really long time, and then it went away. I think the editor, Jane Pratt, wound up making Jane magazine. I don't know what she's doing now, but I had a subscription for Sassy. It was unlike anything I had ever seen, and I really enjoyed it. However, magazines aren't a thing anymore, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. But it was interesting because, again, when I was watching it, I was thinking about 13 going on 30. Jenna Rink also works at a magazine, and that story is a little bit better crafted.
Yeah.
This, I think a couple of rewrites, maybe an edit here or two. I think there was too many characters. They needed to rein that in a bit more. And I agree with you. I think flesh out the leads more so that you have more stakes in the game. However, again, I didn't hate it. So I think if I was going to give this a number from 1 to 10, I think I would give it a 6. Olive G, 1 to 10. What do you say?
1.
A 1. Wow. Wow.
Just a brutal condemnation of
How to lose a guy in 10 days.
Terrible movie.
What do you say? 1 to 10.
I would probably give it a 4.
A 4.
I don't
Gigi.
think it's average. I think it's a bit below average, so not good.
All right. Gigi.
I'll go 3.
3. Wow. 1, 3, 4, 6. All right. The table is spoken. Pass on this film. All right. Well, again, we caught this on Hoopla. Please, please, please support your public libraries. They are in danger of losing tons of funding, but we as a people can throw our support behind them. There is a plethora of stories at your local library, good and bad, and in different formats that you can enjoy. You can enjoy a physical book, an ebook, or a film, or even some music. I think we just don't give the local libraries their proper due, and we definitely should. If you have a Canopy account or a Hoopla account, I urge you to get on there and support. You don't necessarily have to borrow How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. But again, there's a whole world to visit and be immersed in through your local libraries.
Yeah, and there's stuff on there that's not streaming anywhere else, which is cool.
Which is cool as well. Yes, thank you for that. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And with that, we will bid you all a
Good night.
Good night.
good night.